You ain't never had nobody rolling up on your show before, huh?
Yeah, dude. That DJ.
Fake nigga. No.
Get the fuck off the
We're
cookies.
gonna zoom into that one.
Lifestyle shit. This real lifestyle shit.
What is
Hit him with the chain clap and the kitty.
Yeah, but I don't ever hear it though.
So Jake, you got anxiety?
It's just a stat.
I don't know.
Like don't nothing make you anxious?
Traffic.
So you got traffic anxiety.
I can't cross the street.
Oh no. Like when I'm in the car and people don't turn on red, it pisses me off.
That ain't anxiety, that's anger.
Yeah, that's just stupid and shit. Like, yeah, you mad? They
My bad. I guess I'm mad. I should talk to somebody.
Like I have anxiety when I go in the grocery stores or like department stores with a lot of people. So like I got to like listen to music or I got to get the fuck out of there. I got to go with nobody.
Wait, like seriously?
Yeah, like I'll be like, yo, I gotta get out of here. Like I'll feel it inside me, like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out.
Do you be getting all like antsy and stuff?
Yeah, like
My anxiety used to be when y'all was trying to give me the steel milks, bro. They're still chips and shit from the welfare. That's when I really knew I had it.
Yeah.
I really can't do this, y'all. Y'all think I'm joking.
I get anxious if I gotta call somebody.
Seriously?
Yeah, if I gotta call somebody, like if I don't know them or something, I gotta call them. I get anxious. I probably won't
You
do
used to
it.
be walking laps around the living room?
Yeah, then I probably won't do
It's
it.
crazy though, because so much in life gets handled by calling somebody.
Fuck. And I just be like, I gotta call this person back. Fuck. Like I'll sit there and look at a call, like, and wait for it to go, like the voicemail.
You get like sweaty and like
Yeah, not like that. I just smoke a blunt if I get to that point. But I really do be on some. I need to sit down shit. Like I really know some like.
What else
That
do
shit
you
was
get?
a lot.
What else do you get anxious about?
Besides that, being broke. I'd be anxious when I'm broke. Itching for some money.
So how do you deal with that?
Get some fucking money.
How I get here? How did I get here podcast?
How the fuck did I get here? Right?
How did I get here?
How did I get here podcast?
How did I get here? How did I get here podcast?
How did I get here?
How did I get here? How did I get here podcast? Bam.
Welcome back to another episode of How Did I Get Here podcast, the podcast for positivity, progression, and finding your own path. This is the first episode of 2020. I don't know if this is season 3 or season 4 yet, but we'll figure them details out later. I'm sitting here with some of my best friends, Rodagues. Y'all can introduce yourselves because I ain't going to do all that shit.
How you going, dog? That's pretty good.
You go first.
Alright, I'm Big Mo, Senior K. You know the vibes. You want something new though.
Who calls you Big Mo?
Go ahead.
I'm Brandon, Blue Daylight, or a nigga next door.
I'm Jordan. These, or you call me dude.
Nude?
Yeah, nude.
Niggas make up new shit.
Apostrophe D. Apostrophe D.
Got you.
Like new, good, past tense.
Like you knew that shit.
Like you knew that.
You knew.
We knew you was
You
wrong.
knew you should have went in there.
You knew.
You did. You shouldn't have stole
You
that.
thought that shit was fire.
You niggas knew.
And who are you?
I am Wizzle, or Wizzle the Wizard, or Young Wizzle, or that's it.
Alright, so we gonna get into what y'all boys do and all that good stuff first. But before we hop on that, the year just ended yesterday. I'm blessed to be up here with y'all boys up in Buffalo. So I just want to talk about first, 2020 recap. How was y'all year?
2020 was shady as fuck, bro. That shit. You know what, bro? Let me not even say that.
Nah, talk your shit.
I am. You know what? I'm trying to find the positives in everything, dog. Like 2020 was a good year because you know what? It helped me tap into myself and just understand my own flaws and situations I had to get myself out of, and own personal growth and kind of tapping with my guys more and shit. Trying to a team oriented environment. Let's put it like that.
So it sounds like you probably learned a little bit of accountability.
Yeah, that's
last year.
Definitely. Yeah, I used to be a bitch ass nigga, dog. So
I'm not sure how that relates to accountability, but
no, I'm about to explain it though. So, like I used to be like a bitch ass nigga and shit. Like I never used to, taking myself to club.
Bro, this ain't no confession session, nigga.
I'm
You
just-
ain't gotta feel bad about your past.
I appreciate you, dog.
It brought you here.
Yeah, it brought me.
You know what I
Yeah, but you know, I ain't hold myself accountable, so it's all good.
No, but that's real shit that B saying, because like, if you were ashamed of what got you, you should be proud of who you are, and that's
Right.
part of your journey.
Right, 2020 made me to the person I am today.
All of 2020? Or
Just-
was it like
Just ended yesterday, nigga.
shit that led up to it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, shit that led up to it, dog.
So could you see yourself going back to that old you?
No, never.
Why not?
Horrible person.
Damn.
Nah, but that's real. At
Yeah, I
least,
feel
at
you.
least you know it.
Nah, he was horrible, bro.
Word.
Horrible. No, I'm never going back to that.
So then, what's in the future for Moan then?
New year, new me.
Come on. Y'all never hear that shit before.
Yo, it's crazy because this is the first year I actually didn't hear that at all.
Nice.
You know what I mean? You know, normally everybody putting on social media.
Right,
This is the
right.
first year that it was like
New Year resolution.
none
and
of
shit.
that. Yeah, none of that new
Everybody
shit.
body killed. They're like, fuck it.
What about your year? Wiz, how was your 2020?
That shit was. It was lit. Cause like musically, like shit been like just like all signs and confirmation.
Word.
Been there and shit. But like life shit, I don't know, that shit just life shit, you gonna have to keep going through all that shit. And like besides, you know what I mean, niggas just always need some bread and shit, need some more bread, you know, with the times now and shit. But other than that, man, it was a good year, bro. I honestly got figured out a lot. Like I learned a lot, and I already know it's about to keep expanding. So.
Biggest lesson in 2020 for you?
Biggest lesson?
Yeah.
Focus on yourself, and hard work beats talent.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And the beautiful thing about that is like you got to continue. Do you find yourself having to continue to find things to like motivate you?
Like inspiration and shit.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, when you just think about life in general and the things you go through in a daily, like that'd be inspiration too. And then you got your people that you go
Speak on
around in
that.
conversations. Like I could pull up on a homie, we have a conversation about something, we just getting ours off. That's
Word.
motivation. Somebody come to you with a song, something you hear, a movie, anything. Like, know what I mean? Something could just spark it.
Word.
Like any of those things.
That's some next level shit though.
That's real.
That's truly being cool.
Yeah.
Like by yourself, by your lifestyle. That's some crazy shit though.
But it's good though when like too also like what was saying, like it's good when you got like solid foundations to support and a support system that you can just fall back on. Like this whole year, when you couldn't do nothing but really sit in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like you gotta tap into your people. You gotta just like just for your own sanity, real shit, and just try to figure out ways to like finesse the whole game. Honestly.
Right. And y'all boys, would you say that you would have made it through last year without the support system, the people around you?
I don't know why I wouldn't have. I know for you especially. I don't know why I wouldn't have. So I appreciate that.
On some it is what it is type shit. Like who knows?
Yeah.
Truly.
Right.
But like it damn sure helped. But I guess I'll just answer now too. I think last year was amazing. Like truly, like I think the way the world is in America and shit, like everybody's complaining about the change needed, and last year was the biggest change that any of us have ever seen.
And you couldn't prepare for it either.
Couldn't prepare for it. It brought the worst and the best out of everyone. You know what I mean? It wasn't like anybody could avoid it. I literally tried to avoid it. I ran away to California and worked out there for a while, and it was cool, but it was also like I missed my peoples, and then got back home. I'm out there making good money though, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I touched big money this year, or bigger money than I've touched before, and then I came back home and did the broke thing and being stuck at home, you know, in the middle of winter. So like it had its highs and lows, but as every year does, essentially, you know what I mean? And these were just defined. You saw it, you felt it all. You couldn't avoid it. You couldn't smoke your way out of it. You got your signs. And then personally for me, like, what are the odds of? I got a kid now, you know, like, and I'm not rich yet. Of course, I gotta work all the time.
Right.
Not this year though. Randomly enough, this thing that's never happened before in the history of humans, in this day and age, you know, shut down everything, and now I literally have to be at home with the kid. I have every right to. So I spent the entire year with a 1-year-old or a kid becoming one. That shit crazy.
And how was that? Because, like, you can't. One of my boys, like, on the Father Day episode last year, was like, nobody's ever ready to be a dad.
Yeah.
Whether you planned it or not, whether you're 30, 20, 40, like, you're never really ready for the things that are going to come. So, how was that?
It's just like trying to be your very best, you know, every day. Like, you don't have any excuses, but then it's like you don't want to big yourself up when you are doing well, because you got another day ahead of you, a whole life ahead of you. You know what I mean? Like, one day feels good, it can be a lot, but it's like you always got this project that you're working on forever, and it's not ever gonna be a release date or anything like that. Like,
that's dope.
There's no deadline, but you gotta give it your all every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's cool. It's just like this passion project that I got to work on all the
And
time.
seeing him grow every day, doing something new,
and like
growing.
resemble you and become his own personality, and this shit is the craziest trip. Honestly, I mean, I always thought it, like, we are artists, we're here to create. This is the greatest project that a human can give to the earth. The greatest project that he can be a part of. And I'm just here enjoying the journey. And I'm only 1 year in, so I don't want to get all, like, calling a spade, because who the fuck knows what is going on, especially in my position. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
So, do y'all think, because based off something B said, like, he said he was running from his issues, or, you know, like, the fear of it. So, do y'all think it's easier to run from your issues or to face them?
Definitely easier to run.
It's always easy to run, but you don't grow if you don't face some shit, bro.
Word.
You're not gonna sit here, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit here and have these conversations just being transparent with each other and us growing with each other if you don't sit there and face your own issues.
Word.
Because you gotta sit there by yourself. You gotta fight them battles by yourself at the end of the day. You gotta go through all that shit and think about everything you're going through.
Just to be clear, I was running from Corona. I mean, it wasn't necessarily my
right.
issues.
Yeah.
I was running from Corona, and I was out there having to deal with myself on the daily. That shit ain't no joke. That weed work, that shit ain't no joke.
Yeah, I ain't cut out for that. I give you credit for that. What about you, Jay? What was your year like?
That was probably the best year of my life, to be honest with you.
Last year?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like you said, I was out there in Cali too, and I touched the most money in my life. I read the most books in my life. I mean, it wasn't like 10 or something like that, but it was
More than one, like, yeah.
feel me? And I found a lot about myself and just what I'm going to do, you know?
Right.
With myself and trying new things like meditation, you know, even just for like 5-10 minutes, just like centering yourself real quick.
Yeah.
And just making sure that you're stable.
And I think Wiz kind of hit on it earlier. I think mental health became like a centerpiece of society last year. Like, it's always been an issue.
That's tight too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think last year it became really prevalent in everybody's lives.
Yeah.
I know we was kind of like joking about it earlier. Not joking, but talking about like anxiety and stuff. So how did you guys deal with your mental health, or just the idea of mental health going through the pandemic and stuff?
My shit is just like a really prevalent, and like it just became clear. The picture got defined as far as like what work I need to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's not like you, even with as long as this pandemic was, it's not like you just go figure it out. Like, it's never gonna be. This is a lifelong thing, this self-help thing, and it's like, divinely enough, we've just been putting it off as a society for so many years. Of course, it's been like on the come up, and like hippies and all those things, like working on just being a better person. But like last year, the entire world had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And how crazy is that? And like, here we are in the beginning of knowing what the problem is.
Right.
You know, like it is the problem, like with everybody. Like, well, with this whole shit, you know, the best of bosses got it handled, and workers and everybody else in society that be struggling and shit need to do better with self-help.
Right.
Self-help, you know, like.
I feel very fortunate to have an outlet, like outlets.
Right.
And that can allow me to just like take my mind away from different things and kind of just forget about the outside world, honestly. You know, you really do. And
We even talk through the things.
yeah,
Like,
Fact.
literally speak on the things with these others.
yeah.
She a bitch.
That's literally what you said you ain't want that. God damn it, mittens.
But yeah, nah, but shit, helping my mental health during this shit, I was just really just like praying and just believing in everything that I was doing. Because you know what I mean, you ask, you shall receive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's just praying and being patient, knowing some shit gonna happen.
Yo, that's a fact. That's why 2020 was so important. Because really seeing like manifestation is such a like that's everything, honestly.
I really feel like if you speak that shit, you gonna get that shit back. You really gonna
This
get that
past
shit.
year was like some crazy, like, alright, I need this now.
But you gotta
And
put
like,
the
I
work
don't know
in
how I'm
too.
gonna get it, but I
Right.
know it's gonna come. And that's the only way you can think and radiate. And then,
But you know what I think about manifestation, and it's interesting because that situation that everybody in this room knows that I was so kindly dealing with for 7 months of bullshit. In the beginning, no, we'll talk about that off camera.
Whoa.
We ain't saying no names.
This about to be the hardest one.
Huh?
this nigga.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Bro, don't mind this nigga. Don't mind this
Wait,
nigga.
hey,
Hey, we was with
talk
that nigga
about
in July.
This nigga.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, don't mind
Alright,
this nigga. Don't mind this nigga.
Wait, hey,
Wait, we was with that
talk
nigga in
about that.
July.
Listen, can
Oh,
we
he said
can we get back to the
Yeah,
point?
right.
Can we,
Nah. You gonna get yours, bro.
Can we get back to the
Now
point?
is not the time.
So,
Alright, the point. 7 months from
so the thing about manifestation, right, is like I kind of manifested. I kind of manifested, and I did get what I asked for because ultimately I did want to be in that situation, but what I got out of it is what I needed, but it's not what I wanted.
Right.
So sometimes, like when you manifest something, you got to be careful how you ask or what you're asking for because what's coming to you might not be what you want, but that's
you
really
asked
what you
for.
it's what you
Yeah.
ask, and it's perspective, and then it's really
That's when it become a lesson.
thank you.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like shit. I did ask for this. I mean, I ain't gonna say I didn't. Like,
Right.
it's like asking for food and you get a plate and like, well, shit, I ain't want that and that on this. Like, well, shit, you gotta be.
I mean,
Right.
even the term
Yeah.
asking is like kind of loose when you think about how we do that, how we ask for it. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of manifestation, like the nitty gritty of it is speaking things into present tense. You know, so like you already have the thing. That's when you're really doing it. So if a nigga is like, I have stress, I am stressed.
Right.
You getting just that. You asked for that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like, we gotta be careful with all the things that we say or desire or claim. You know what I mean? Because like you are manifesting these things. It's a real fucking thing. You getting exactly what you put in your mind into. You asking for it when you put your mind onto it.
And sometimes subconsciously you don't even realize that you're asking for it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
We trained by like these habits of like, I'm stressed. Like whoever said that first, somebody else was like, that's hot. I'm taking that shit and like started this trend of claiming it, and now niggas be saying it and they ain't really stressed.
Right.
They just be like,
Niggas just be going through shit.
they just be like,
going through shit.
they should have left 5 minutes earlier out the house or something. Now their whole day is fucked up.
Right.
It's like ends up being, I had a bad day on Monday, boy. Like
And then
shit
it
like that.
and then it drags through when like you gotta prioritize your issues. And as backwards as that sounds, some issues ain't even really issues. Kind of like what you were just saying. Like if I'd have left 5 minutes earlier, you know, I wouldn't have caught this red light. Now I'm not late, but let that shit go.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's you know, something that I want to work on. You know, I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because I'm gonna forget them shits by January 17th. But you know, I want to work on 17th.
Yeah,
What date?
I was 17.
Oh,
Come on, please.
we gonna have to interrupt this and just put that. Yo, you know what's crazy? My mom sent me that video this morning at 8 a.m.
What your mom got the
Nice.
video for?
Because it's on Facebook. So she's just like, nah. But two things that I really want to work on in the new year is being present and my level of attachment to things.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like very often, and I even look back like at my soccer career, it's like, yeah, I was living in the moment and I had the time of my life, but I was worried so much about the next thing.
Right.
I worry so much about like, yo, I gotta go train to do this, to do that, to end up here, that I wasn't like in that moment.
Like, yeah.
You know?
You gotta control what you can control. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Control the moment with that shit. Like, you can put the work in, but you gotta control the moment with, like, when you put the work in at the same time.
The real work in a lot of these situations be enjoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You gotta enjoy that process.
it's
while
harder
you're doing that
sometimes
shit.
to dance at the concert when you're not feeling like it, but that's what you should be doing, like
Right.
type shit. Or else, what you there for?
Yeah.
You know, it's that it be work sometimes for that though. Like, I'm the nigga that be in the club with y'all boys in the back behind a wall of niggas. Like,
Right.
I wish I could roll up. Like, but that's real, bro. Being present, that's big
Word.
in this process of manifestation.
And the thought of attachment, because attachment comes with expectations, and expectations are the root of all evil. Because that's how you get high hopes and you get let down. And-
Expecting some shit.
Right, and I feel like they go hand in hand because this whole time, you know, to quote J. Cole, he's like, he once said, you either, I'm in a relationship and I expected to be with you 1 month, 1 year, 10 years, I didn't live presently today. You know what I mean? Because I had so much attachment to what was supposed to be. And those are things that I realize, you know, I need to work on. So, like, going into the year, those are, you know, some things I just want to be more conscientious of. How about y'all boys? Y'all got resolutions or things y'all want to change, work on?
I like that.
Yeah, I got a few things, but I mean, I'll keep my shit cut and dry real short.
Bro, we have all the time.
Oh, I mean, shit, I can,
He said, whoa.
Ow.
Nah, but go ahead, my bad.
no, I'm saying, like, for me, I just really want to just build my confidence, like,
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? Like, build my confidence because, like, I be catching myself slipping and falling, going back to my old ways and just catching, like, saying old negative shit. Like, I'm not with the negativity no more. Like, when you speak of negativity and whatever, bro, you get that shit right back in your life, bro.
Right.
That shit is a boomerang effect. Like,
Right.
whatever you
Every
put,
time.
every time you speak that negative shit, it come right back to you. So I'm trying to stop speaking that negative and just take everything as positive. Like, I look at everything in life as like a win. Like, let's say like I took an L right here, right, or like I fucked up doing something. That's a win because you know why? I know not to do that same thing over again. So it's a small win. Small wins is when you go to something big and down the road.
Word.
And then every time as much as you put the work in, bro, that shit gonna come right out. But you, like you said, you gotta manifest that shit. And I just try to speak my shit in existence. You know what I'm saying? Write my shit down. Just be available to new bags, new life, new circumstances, everything, bro. Because we young as hell. And like, bro, we young. We know what the fuck we want to do. It's just like, and we got a great solid support system with everything we do. Like, we all in here, bro. We could be dead. Anything happened to us. COVID could have hit all of us, bro. I just look at us like we all alive with the shit. Like, why not? We can jump.
No, that's
Jump
facts.
high as hell, bro. For real.
I was gonna steal your shit, Jake, but I'm gonna steal Moan's because I haven't thought of one really. But that is enticing to me. That sounds like the most
Appetizing. I am excited to be a much more confident man this year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
it's gonna be lit. I'm gonna just be bitch slapping and pimp slapping. And it's everything, man. Like, you doubt yourself when you're not confident. You know what I mean? Like, so to have that ability behind closed doors, in open rooms, all of that, you know, have it be the same foundation of confidence, so it's not just like how I turn up around people, because ain't nobody gonna know how to act around niggas when shit go down, for real. Like, I'm gonna dick out, boy.
Right. Balls deep in that motherfucker.
Balls
bro.
deep in the air, ass in the wind.
Ooh, wow, but I'm with it though. I'm with it. Fuck it.
I'm gonna be confident all year though.
Word.
Straight up.
What about you, Jay?
Showing my print.
Yo, bro.
Yo.
You said something about them sweet spot cookies, though?
Oh,
Because I'm
yeah.
about to grab one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
One of these motherfucking sweet spot cookies. Sweet spot 716 on Instagram. Cookies.
Yes, you heard it here first.
All right, what were you saying?
Yo, don't you design clothes? You got like a Depop too. Also.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yo, those pants are fly.
Oh, custom break or something.
Have you seen this jersey? I got it from
Adventures. I've heard of them.
Bobby Boucher, the water boy.
Yo, what's
the water boy?
Hold on, yo, mask, bro. Like, can I get that?
So you're a designer, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do, bro? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, I do multiple things. I'm a Renaissance man. I like to consider myself. You feel me? And
I should know that.
You feel me? But to go back to that,
We'll get to that.
I mean, but it's tough because like confidence is really like an issue. You know, that's really a hard thing to be a confident man and say like I do this.
confident black man.
You feel me?
Oh shit.
You get shot for that shit.
Man.
Seriously.
Motherfucker, you get shot for rolling your window
willing to
down.
get shot?
Huh?
You willing to get shot for that shit?
Gotta be, nigga.
Alright. That's what I want there.
Nigga, that shit come to territory.
I'm talking about black people. We know police do it. Black people will shoot your ass for being a black confident man.
How was that up here last year? Because that was prevalent in last year. All the, police shooting, the protests, and the rioting and stuff. Because I know I was out in Connecticut, going to rallies and all that shit. So what was that like out here? How did y'all deal with that?
Shit, niggas was on the mountain.
Yeah, he was on the
Oh,
mountain.
that's right. You were in Cali.
I was here when that shit was popping up. Yeah, bro, that shit for me like, I don't know, like I ain't gonna front, I was scared, bro, just because it's like, damn, like I went out there and protested just a little bit, bro. Back in the day, like I was seeing niggas wilding and shit. Like I feel like it's a fine line when you protesting and shit. And then when you motherfuckers just start raiding and you start doing wild shit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you gotta separate that shit because it's like, bro, they want us to be niggas. They want us to act up. They want us to do the shit that we see on TV all the time. So just like them, like the LA riots, for example, and shit. When them niggas was rioting and wilding out like that, bro, they want us to kill our community. They want us to break our own shit down.
They lit the match.
Yeah, they want us to fucking do all that shit, bro.
That's what's cool though. This time I was in Oakland at the time.
Shout out
and
to
them
the
niggas, I was like, my first day there, I'm filming my homie because we about to shoot a video, but he got the news on, and then boom, they marching in the streets like the first day that I get there. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And we were back and forth like, are we about to go down there?
I feel like it was on some civil rights shit, bro.
It felt like you had to almost for a second. And we kind of thought like, we thought directly that like, there's about to be looting and shit. That's not the wave right now. And we planned on doing some things for us, so we're not going to go. But that's it. It opened up real fucking conversations amongst my peers, bro. Like my friends, we were really talking about racism, like of the world, and like specific ways that we faced it, the ways that the world is seeing it, and our thoughts on that. And it was like a lot of the people that I'm close with, at least, were thinking just that, like not trying to be out there looting. That's not a good look. Like not trying to be out there just fucking shit up. That's not a good look. Not trying to be out there catching COVID. That's not a good look.
Right.
Like, and then even deeper, I started looking further into it, and it was really people out there that were MAGA, fucking shit up, like looting because they were masks. So like that enemy was in there doing that shit, and like I was just hoping that we didn't do it as people and just try and be opportunists in that situation.
Word.
Just being like black excellence though. That's what that shit put me on to. All them fucking protests. Like
I'm kind of glad the protests happened. Only because it's like I feel like that's right the conversation with them our circle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we had some real life shit to talk about, and like that brought a different element, different aspect because of shit.
This shit gotta get ugly.
It's ugly as hell.
Before it get
you gotta go down to get before you can go up.
It's been like this for so long. We're in a system of this shit, so it's gotta go. It's gotta be burned to the ground before it could be fixed. It's not just gonna be fixed.
Like you're not even safe in your own crib, bro. You're a black man. Them niggas will come in your crib and try to murk you, dog.
Right.
So
let me ask y'all a question just to change gears again. And it's a 2-part question. In one word, who or what is Rodagues? In one word. And I want all y'all to answer it. Whoever.
Family.
I was gonna say the same
Family.
shit. Like I feel that family.
Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Like same thing.
Yeah. Like for me, like Bro, I would ride for everybody, dog.
That's more than one word, nigga.
It don't matter though.
Hold on, let Jay go, and then I have y'all explain it. So
TTG.
It's energy.
energy, I like that.
Facts.
I like that. So go ahead, Mom. Go now. Explain. You know.
Oh, no, explain. Okay. Now explain, bitch ass nigga. Nah, but it's just like I feel like, bro, it's just really like a brotherhood. Like it's shit that like, bro, it's just some unspoken shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if you know type vibe, and because like, bro, niggas know we know what the fuck we be talking about. We talk about the realest shit, bro. And niggas keep it authentic every day of the week. It ain't no motherfucking switching up on none of that shit, bro. It's like you can go. You in your circle, bro. It's a family-oriented environment. You're not gonna get
Safe environment.
It's safe, bro.
Yeah.
It's your safe space, bro. You're not gonna get judged with this shit. Especially like, bro, all y'all niggas know what the fuck happened to me and shit. It's like I felt good even coming back to the squad. Like it's some real shit. It just
Word.
strengthens the whole aspect of the shit.
Energy, man. That shit real, nigga. Like more than family. Energy, like, cause sometimes you don't want to go. You don't want to answer the phone when your family calling. Like that's never the
That's a
case.
fact.
Right.
That's never the case with us. You know what I mean? Like, and it's always like I gotta call that nigga back. Like,
Yeah.
it's really energy. It's no matter what we going through. I'm gonna say this. I do the most for everybody in this Rodagues shit, and I feel indebted still. Like, I still feel like I owe niggas
Word.
whatever I got, and I'm gonna continue doing the most.
Talk your
For
shit.
these boys.
What about y'all boys? They like we just chilling. These two killing it. So
These niggas talking they shit, goddamn it.
Yeah, these niggas talk a lot. Fuck with it.
This nigga say this every interview.
It's just like love, man. It's genuine love.
Nigga like you in the hair dryer.
Like, that shit just genuine love. Like you could tell, like we all genuine. Like so, like everybody pure. You get that shit with everybody. Like, and if it's somebody who not pure, like or not, like they gonna weed themselves out.
Yeah.
Like you're only gonna be around if you could take the good shit. Like now, I mean, some people be sucked into negativity.
We gonna talk
Like
about
sucked
your
into
ass
that.
too.
Like we gonna crack
Let you know.
jokes,
Yeah.
all type of shit. But it's all love at the end of the day.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean, that's still my bro. Like niggas still brothers. But I don't. Yeah, that's really.
I think it's also like outwardly a thing too, like for other people, you know, like to feel the energy of like, damn, I really fuck with them boys just because
like it's contagious.
Yeah.
Like anybody would be like niggas want to just be Rodagues just out there like y'all
And
niggas
they
just
got
cool.
Right.
Y'all got it, yeah. Like y'all just cool. Like
It's like Rodagues, as much as it is a group, it's a movement. Like Rodagues realistically is a culture.
That shit is a cult, man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because like if you think about it, like
it's like the way
every-
of life.
right,
Yeah.
like y'all, the way we act is like we're moving intentionally. It's the Rodagues way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like Jay was saying, like it's contagious. Like people want that. People see like, yo, I want to be like that, or I want pieces of that, or like I want to be with that. And it's like it's not just musicians, fashion, sports, directing, videos, like
Random niggas.
like it's literally a way of life, you know?
We really be out of town and motherfuckers just be like, yo, y'all vibe just different. Don't even ain't say shit to us yet. Just walk by and just feel something like.
Word.
Y'all motherfuckers different.
You know what's crazy though? It all goes back to what we were talking about. Like what people see in it, we see in it with each other, and it makes us do these things that we want to do, like be in the moment. We're not thinking about our plans for the future when we together. Know what I mean? We just kind of like maximizing the moment with each other. Like,
I like that.
And that's exactly what we need to be doing all year. We confident with each other. I'm in rooms with y'all like feeling like I'm on top of the world. Like everything that we want to be in life, it just feel like that off rip with each other. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. And I understand why people want to be a part of that. And like, cause shit, I'm hitting these niggas up daily myself. Like, what you on?
So where did Rodagues start?
Medali.
Good old Medali High.
Do you want to explain?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm a die. And niggas was just like, yeah, I could see Rodagues being a name. And
I ain't gonna get that shit tatted though.
Guilty.
It's on my fucking hand.
You know, y'all getting it
It's on
tatted.
my bicep.
Come on.
I was the first one to get it.
Yeah.
So.
You was the first one to get it.
I always put on.
But we're freshmen at Madai, and we just started. We started kicking it and literally taking whatever we were doing into the hallways. Like the room wasn't enough. You know what I mean? And on day one, it was like, all right, we knocking on doors. Like everybody else freshmen in here, everybody else probably stuck in their room, want to get out. We knocking on doors, just introducing ourselves. And like that was it. It was just momentary things, just being in the moment, just like making the most of it. It eventually turned into like singing in the hallways and like drawing on ourselves with permanent markers and becoming YCMB and just being different characters and like just running around the hallways like that, or like, you know, people started getting RA jobs, so now we like in there. I didn't even dorm, but I was allowed to sleep there every night. RAs thought that I was living there. I was just cool with them, like wilding out. It wasn't music at all. Wilding out.
So when did music come into play?
One day, me and Jordan was. Well, Alan is in the group too. Alan was producing already.
Right.
Dwayne is already making music. You know what I mean?
So the only people we missing right now, Alan and Demario. Really, like of the
beginning.
The beginning, yeah.
Yes. Nigga said.
What happened?
Niggas gonna be mad as hell. I'm moaning this motherfucker already.
I said,
But yeah.
Don't worry, bro. You good?
Initially,
Really black, bro.
All right. So specifically, it's Demario Rhodes, Brandon Day, Jordan Pegues. We was in the dorm room talking about the name, and Dwayne is going to Madai at the time. Jake is going to Madai at the time, and Moan is, I don't even think he's born yet.
He was in high school.
And Alan is going to Madai, and just like the weirdest nigga ever, like Kage.
He used to skate around.
He used to
campus,
be roller
bro.
skating around the campus. Like he was in the service, so he had to leave like every weekend, damn near. So he wasn't even around. He was just like this nigga you saw that was tall as hell. He was a myth, but he was producing.
Nigga, you gonna see today.
He was producing in his room, so he making beats and shit. But like, me and Jordan had the same kind of musical taste. So like one day we spent the night
so
at
you
my
were a
dad's.
Tiger and Chris Brown fan too?
Kinda, not as much. Not as much. Like this nigga really liked Tiger, and I was like, all right.
You like Tiger, dog?
I did.
But
That was his idol. My bad. I don't mean to cut you
we
off.
wrote to a YouTube beat. Yeah. And then that shit just like kept on going. Like it eventually became, because I was already doing videos, and it's like only cool thing to do videos on is us. What we gonna do? Yeah, and just like wilding out, then started doing music, and you know everybody just started clicking together, and then like it's crazy. We moved into our house in Buffalo, and then it took off. Like once we left Madai and got into our own house where we were allowed to play the music loud regularly and record and have company and smoke weed and shit.
Niggas have more
Still
than
during Madai time. This is like halfway through the Madai.
Right, like
Facts.
we were still in college.
Facts. These niggas were still doing it.
These niggas dropped out.
And we dropped out.
Graduated that shit.
Dropped out but graduated that shit. I
Yup,
was
yup,
definitely in that bitch.
But they got to
But
throw that shit in there. though.
Yep.
They dropped out though.
yeah, man, like that house was really the beginning.
Blaine
of
was the
music.
first one, right?
Blaine was the beginning of the musical side, and we started meeting people from the city.
But y'all had a million-man merch in that shit, though.
And like it was cool because every weekend, because it was a college neighborhood, we could just decide on that day, we gonna have a party tonight, and then stand on the top porch at night. It's a party here. It's a party here for the whole night, and then it's lit in that motherfucker.
Right.
Like, so we entertaining folk and just giving that energy out, and it carried on. I got some opportunities to hold some concerts, got some other people involved, kept relationships.
When was
with
your
them.
first concert?
It was a push concert from my mom's job. She was a community organizer, and she gave
What
me.
was that, like 14?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
That was our first live
that's when
set.
we really started going crazy, like 14.
Right.
That niggas ain't had no
But we went to Rochester right after that.
Facts.
Did y'all know, like obviously, like your mom's got this event, and like, hey, do you guys want to perform? But like,
It wasn't
was
that-
that in the plan? Like,
It actually wasn't, do you guys want to perform? It was, Brandon, do you want to organize a concert for the neighborhood? Like, and I was like, shit, bet. Like, of
Word.
course you guys can perform too type shit. But we got this many hours.
we got a stage coming. We just need some talent. So I got like 16 people together from the town. You know what I mean? And like we did a joint there. So that was our first show. It was like also my first organized show too. And
Right.
like it was really jumping into the game because like every show after that, it kind of felt like I needed to do some of those things. You know what I mean? Or else it wasn't as popping. It was a good show. It was a crazy ass show. That was like one of our best joints. It was. We learned how we gotta manage our breath because we can't just scream, but we were wilding out. We were cussing. We weren't allowed, but we were, and everybody understood.
30 niggas on stage.
30 niggas on stage.
I'm
all
mad I
different
missed
races
that.
and creeds.
concert.
Yeah.
African children from around the neighborhood that still, them niggas FaceTimed me the other day, bro. Like, the one bad nigga with the cheeks who used to always be in the center.
That's how you describe motherfuckers, bro.
He said, my name is Quentin Tarantino on Facebook. Look me up. But, yeah, the like, because it was a depleted neighborhood, the Lower West Side, so.
And you guys were just giving them energy, giving them life.
Got the perfect group of people together at the time. We were working with this other group called Blessed Artivists, other organizers and shit, you know what I mean? It all just fell into line at the same time, and then poof.
And then
show after show after show. 2 shows a weekend.
Rodagues came after that, right?
Rodagues came like 5-6 years after.
Oh, so that was there's
Rodagues like 2017? 17 to 2018?
No, 2018, 2019. No,
We ain't doing
2017,
last year.
2017, 2018.
Cause that was one of y'all biggest like
3-4 years.
Yo.
That's
2017.
fucking.
talk about Rodagues. I'm tight. I missed all of this shit.
That shit was like, it was cool because it's like all trial and error. Like, so it's cool that we doing it. Like, we trying to like, you can see all the fucking performers. We got this like some 3-day festival type shit.
Right.
We trying to do in like one day. Like, know what I mean? So it's indoor, outdoor activity, like, same time. We trying to manage this shit all, like, trying to fucking make sure food, water, it's the middle of the summer, roofs, fucking floors about to break and shit. Like, bruh, this shit was crazy, though. It was really crazy. It was raw as hell.
I don't even think though like niggas gave niggas like flowers for that shit, bro. Y'all niggas put on a whole festival in the middle of the fucking.
Two of them shits.
Yeah, though. And
Two
like,
of them
bro, I'm telling you, bro. Niggas everywhere from bro, like you see everybody, bro.
The craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's like some Project
like
Extra.
every year got like year 2 is better than like I'm sure whenever we do the next one it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be a trilogy though, and then we just doing Rodagues John.
Yeah,
You feel me?
It's like some Project Extra though. Really,
Shout out
that's
14
14
Trapdoors. It's a joint festival between Rodagues and 14 Trapdoors, another group in the town, and that no push, no like mom's group holding my hand and giving us rules and a budget, completely on our own, all by ourselves. And
that's inspirational.
It is the fucking city festival, nigga. Like
that shit was like Rolling Loud,
it's
bro.
the town of Buffalo's fucking underground fireworks, bro.
Inside and out.
Like niggas is mad they can't get a spot in that joint. Shit.
Really. So talk on that
It felt
because
good being in VIP.
it sounds like you got and granted like Rodagues is what I know in Buffalo. Aside from like that, I really don't know what's local out here, who's
which is
popping,
crazy,
right? You know what I mean? But it sounds like you guys are a big part of the culture in Buffalo. Like I would take it far enough to say you guys are the culture, but speak on like the culture in Buffalo and like how Rodagues contributes to that.
It just like adding our like we just add a different sauce to it. Like, now I mean, it's really it's this one big pot.
Shit,
like everybody doing their thing. Like we just add another element to the sound of Buffalo. Like, know what I mean?
Like, we truly are great. I'm sorry, bro.
We good.
We truly are like great, and I definitely want to practice confidence and shit. You know what I mean? We are them niggas, truly, but there are niggas out here too. Like, and we just a part of this big thing. You know what I mean? Like,
man, I'm gonna talk my shit for my niggas, man. Like, it's niggas out here, dog. But real shit, bro, ain't niggas ain't putting festivals on. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas ain't got this energy.
Niggas don't have that energy, bro.
You know what
It's
I mean?
like,
that's what we bring into the.
That's
table.
what we bring.
Like,
That's our thing. It's like we feel good.
Like
we feel real good.
Bro,
that pureness, all that shit who we is, we just bring that shit. It's just another. It ain't your typical Buffalo
niggas,
like energy, you know,
or hip hop energy,
or
hip hop
energy. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But this is like them niggas solid. Them niggas do they self work.
Artists,
and they connected. Like when, like now, I mean, they still connected just as everybody else is, like in their own way.
Them niggas don't front. them niggas don't, and that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are all things that put us in a considerable place.
Our
but
content, it's like
Buffalo's crazy though.
And the dope thing about it is like we've been probably talking about y'all Rodagues alone for 15 minutes now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've only talked about music, right?
Yeah.
But there's so many other facets to Rodagues.
like how you do soccer,
Right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I do my soccer thing. Jordan does
clothes and shit. Yeah.
clothes. You know what I mean? The
He
dude's
do basketball.
thrifting. He does.
I gotta ask, bro. When did you decide you were Rodagues? Because you Rodagues, obviously.
Yeah.
It was just like
What's your Rodagues?
niggas didn't contract you out. Like
Nah.
Like your reverse like
Nah,
that
you
shit.
know what it was? My freshman year, because I was here a month before everybody, because I
with
was
the
in
slow
soccer.
kids. Oh, soccer.
Yeah,
Soccer.
probably that too. But so I remember sitting in class because I had 7 a.m. practice every day, right? And then I go to class, go to practice again in the evening. I'm really not seeing anybody outside of soccer people. So I was actually in class with DeMario. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro, there's other colored people in this school? Like, this is crazy. And then one day I asked this dude for a pencil, and he goes, what kind of dumbass doesn't bring a pencil to class? Mind you, I don't know this guy. Don't know him. So then, like, after that class, he's walking back to North, right? And we lived on the same floor.
Yeah.
So dude was like, turned around, was like, are you following me?
That nigga was flirting with you.
And I was like, nah, bro, I live over here. He was like, where? I was on the first floor. I was room 111,
That's that nigga love language.
and he was two doors down,
Yeah.
or whatever. And then it was like he opened the door, and it was like angels were singing, cause like Brandon was in the room, Philly was in the room, Jordan was in the room. I was like, oh, there's other colored people here. So it was like, I came to Buffalo, I didn't know anybody, right? And then I had my soccer people, but then y'all boys became my family out here. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I was getting homesick, whenever I had issues or whatever, like, y'all boys literally held me down for 4 years, well, now 10 years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then it was like, we saw a lot of friend groups, like, start freshman year. By sophomore year, that group changed. By junior year, group changed.
Right.
Us, we just got bigger. But like we were always tight, and there's really not anybody that
Had a problem or none of that.
we never had beat. Like, this family literally got bigger, and that's why like I make a point to at least try and see her at least once a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause like I was stressed the fuck. I was like, bro, I gotta get to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's
home away from
yeah.
home.
This is my second home. You know what I mean? So that's why it's like one of those things. Like, I'm in England, boys still hit me up. I'm on the national team. Y'all boys celebrating it like y'all on the national, cause y'all are.
Yeah.
If I got it, we got it.
I made it,
That's
nigga.
the brotherhood.
Yeah, and that's the
love.
brotherhood. So
Yeah.
that's like,
Yo, was you ever on FIFA, bro?
no, I'm not that nice.
As well as we want you, as well as we want to do well for ourselves, we want the next person to do well. Like,
Right.
so
No
I'm gonna congratulate you just like I want. Like, I congratulate myself, or I want somebody to congratulate me. Like, you know what I
Word.
mean? So,
Everybody
I
wants
just
to
remember-
win.
I just remember Jake being like the only thing black on that soccer team.
fast.
They were black kids, but they weren't black, and Jake seemed black, and he was carrying soccer balls all the time.
I met
Always
Jake
had a bag of
sophomore
balls.
year. I think we had that class, that gym class.
Yeah.
So I met all y'all at different times. I met everybody at different times and realized everybody was together. I think
Everybody
once-
met me. Everybody met me in the dorm room.
Yeah.
I was never in class.
I had class with this nigga freshman year, you sophomore. I didn't get a class with D until junior year, but I already knew from going to the basketball games, y'all boys like sophomore year.
What about you, Mon? I gotta ask these.
What? I mean,
When did you just like claim it?
like go claim it? I mean, shit. Like, I've been knowing you for a minute though. So
Agreed.
yeah, a cool minute. So like, shit, bro. Like, I was coming around with milk and shit to like on Blaine, cause I was in Rochester for school when y'all niggas was in Medina and shit. So yeah, so I was in Rochester, so I ended up coming back home and shit. I was with Milk all the time and shit, and then we started coming up on Blaine all the
I
time.
used to pull up with the E and J.
Yeah, Jay, big ass about them, getting that shit lit, drinking
And
that
you
shit.
used to be getting gunned.
Yeah.
I used to be like, yo, I don't know how this nigga is taking this, bro. I don't know where all this came out of me from. I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna say it. Like, about the shit that I was saying about you.
We used to call you Moaning Mild.
Oh yeah.
I call him T-Bag.
Nah, yeah, like a
They
lot,
called
bro.
you T-Bag for the
Bro,
longest.
yeah, bro. A lot of I was getting a lot of shit thrown my way.
Nigga moaning
But shit,
mild.
bro. It is what it is, and like shit.
That's
I was
real
just,
shit. That's how I started liking you. Like, damn, I ain't gotta say sorry to this nigga.
That nigga like verbal abuse. Like, give me more.
But you was at that. You was at that first show.
the push joint.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
But you was Rodagues before that.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been on it, bro.
Word.
Like real shit. Like, shit. I remember, bro, coming on Blaine and shit, bro. And like, I remember when this nigga some shit happened, bro. I remember coming on Blaine with Malk and shit, bro. And like Malk had just started growing his dreads out and shit. And he was always on the motherfucking couch and shit, bro. Just bro. Yeah, bro. Shit's crazy, dog.
What was that story?
Bro,
I just heard you.
I just
cool, but that's
cool, bro.
I just heard you say bro every other word,
Yeah,
and
nigga
then
said
you
next
just
question.
gave up.
Yeah, that's all. I'm trying to listen, bro. I'm trying to
I,
piece together
I
in my
popped
head.
in on,
dog.
at Blaine. That's what I was.
Yeah, that's all I gathered from that story.
Yeah.
But Jordan, how did you get into fashion? Because that is, I mean, you were modeling for a minute. Now fashion is like your thing. So like talk on that. Talk your shit about you.
Nigga, that shit embedded in your DNA, blood.
Yeah, bro. I can't, like, growing up, my mom, like, I just grew with my mom. Well, it's all women, really. Like, my aunts, and they all just, like, had purses and shoes and all this crazy
You was
stuff.
wearing them and shit?
Huh?
You was wearing them?
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, wait a
Nigga on this club shit.
Damn, bro. Damn, Mo. Damn. Go ahead,
My
Jordan.
bad,
Nigga,
bro.
D-Mon had that drip, nigga.
Nah, she
That's a
did.
fact.
She
He had to
definitely did.
recreate.
And like 2013, I think 2012, I was like, I had it before. That was like 2000. It was like 2007 maybe or 8. And I just wanted a sewing machine, and I was just like practicing like little things, just like putting pockets on shirts, just little shit.
That's tight.
And then kind of fell off it for a little bit, and then as you get older, it's just like, I wonder if I could do that now, type shit. You know?
Right.
And now it's just.
Cause you always come back to that shit, bro. Like if
Yeah.
you're supposed to be doing that shit, it's gonna come back to you. Like no matter if you stop it or not. Like,
Word.
Cause
you're
it,
supposed to be doing that shit. You're supposed
you
to be
feel
doing
me?
that.
And you nice with that shit too, though.
I appreciate that, man. But it's just like, I'm trying to just make it translate, you know, to like have it all come together, you know, like, cause as an artist, the image is part of your artistry.
Right.
It's part of your brand.
Yeah.
You was dropping t-shirts at a point in time.
You feel me?
The wave shirts, them joints was hard, bro.
It's hard, nigga.
It's hard.
That was season 1. I'm
That was
on like
before
season
rap.
4 right now. I'm
Yeah.
on that season 4 for Goo right now. They don't even know.
Man.
Word.
But I just want it to be. It got to be more now. You know, not just printing T-shirts. You know,
You can't do sweatsuits like everybody, bro. Like,
You gotta be different.
like embroidery shit. I want to start getting into that.
Word.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit, I could get an hour on this train. I'm wearing this for 18 days.
Yo.
Oh man, well,
but it's my favorite
I
shirt.
mean, we've been talking for about an hour now.
Damn.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Damn.
Nah, it ain't.
Let's talk for another hour.
It ain't.
Yeah,
I mean, we can if y'all want.
Yeah, keep the camera rolling.
He said nah. But yeah, I mean, I normally give folks they 15 seconds of fame.
Well, let's talk
To
about
talk
you.
their
Though.
own.
Let's talk about you though, dog. You know, what
This,
made,
this ain't about me.
but it is though. What made you get
Just
started?
stop interrupting the host, man.
Pop,
With that bald head. That nigga
yeah.
got bald head right now.
Take y'all.
Look
Take
at his
y'all.
head. It's
Chill,
bald.
bro.
You
That
look
nigga-
like
You thought you had a Dewey on, that's a bald. That nigga scoped it.
this thin neck. You know,
Take
wide
out.
neck.
Take
the
out.
viral
Yo,
star.
look in the camera. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Take y'all 15 seconds of fame. Y'all can talk about whatever y'all want. Don't gotta be anything we talked about.
Yeah.
Don't whatever. Talk your shit. We'll just go down the line.
Alright, who going first?
Grits on all things
Oh, yeah.
Bandcamp, so only on one thing. Grits on Bandcamp. You feel me? Grits on Bandcamp. Corona Boomers, the video out for that
Jumbo.
shit with my man John Pegues.
Jumbo.
I Need Money out now.
Jumbo.
That's the single with Wizzle and myself. You
Jumbo.
feel me? This nigga directed Corona Boomers, by the way. That shit out. We got more projects on the way and shit. I ain't gonna speak on Rodagues though. I'm gonna speak on me. B and on Instagram. B and or B Daylight on Twitter. Get at me, you bitch nigga.
Jay.
Oh shit.
Jumbo.
Yeah, hit me or look me up on streaming services. PUH-GEZ.
What? What? That nigga said G-Eazy.
That That's 2 E's.
2 E's.
G-E-E-Z. That's the Merlin.
You feel me? Look at Adventures.
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 Depop.
Yeah. Fuck with me.
Fuck my boy.
Fuck with my friends. Everybody does.
Come on, that's all streaming services too. That be daylight. Come on.
Nigga made
Produced
that
by
beat
Wizard
too.
the Wizard. Come on.
Go ahead, Wiz.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh shit.
808.
Alright, so Wizard the Wizard, WIZZLEDAWZRD. Now I mean, everywhere. Google me, bitch. See everything you need. Shit, man. Come get some beats. Now I mean, niggas got the beats popping. Come get you some beats. Come get some verses. Everything organic, man. We do this shit how it's supposed to be done. And yeah, that's all I want to say.
Word. Shit, I'm on, I'm just regular ass nigga, dog.
Seymour Cake.
Playing my part.
Nigga.
I'm a regular ass nigga, dog, playing my part.
Watch out for that podcast.
I'm Seymour Cake, Seymour_Cake. I'm trying to get money out here. That's all I'm trying to do. But I got a podcast, Violator Podcast and shit. I got a welcome back episode coming back, Took a little hiatus and shit. But throw my niggas on there. I was. My niggas, we about to have a Rodagues episode, dog. Just tune in for all the content.
That's part 2 then.
Oh, yeah. That's part 2.
We sparked that shit, didn't we?
Yeah,
With the artists. Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely, that sparked that shit, yeah. We coming back with it, though, And, shit, Rodagues for life, nigga.
Word.
Take your 15 seconds.
My 15 seconds, man. This episode's special because we actually tried to do this 2 years ago. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And then when I saved it, I put the USB in my pocket and then washed my clothes.
Oh.
Wow.
So the whole thing got ruined.
Manifestation.
Because this was we were supposed to be the first episode. So this is special to actually sit down with y'all. I appreciate y'all for this week because it ended my year strong and started my year off even stronger.
Yeah.
And we gonna take this year by storm because
sure.
we are where we're supposed to be and we
fact.
doing more than we probably should be. So with that
we
being
ain't doing
said,
enough.
hey, heard that.
Sure, bro.
With that being said, Happy New Year's, folks.
Happy New Year.
More health, happiness, and progression in the new year. And it's a wrap on another episode.
Come on, how'd I get
Come on.
here?